Welcome to the Lady Nighthawk Show, where we talk about hot topics. And look, really, we do a lot of everything on our shows, because if it's information that we need to give you, we make sure that all the shows are giving you the same information. If it's important about COVID, about foreclosures, about different programs that are being run. But we try to make sure that the Lady Nighthawk Show give you a lot of hot topics that are going on. We're ending out this year of 2023, and I just thought that it would be nice, because we don't get that often to see the real co-producer of the show. When I'm not here, if he could come in and sit into the studio, that's what your co-producers do. Now, there's other guys that come all the time. I call them my co-producers because they're here all the time, but none of them could actually run the show without me. And so I just thought that since it's the end of the year, the two of us should sit here and tell you, Happy New Year. By the time you see this, the new year would have come in. It would have been 2024. And I thought that you would like for both of us to be here to tell you, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and you could get us familiar with his face again. So, da 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 da.
All right, drum roll. So yeah, hey, back, Mr. Licio Sport. Happy holidays, Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a good holiday and run the new year in great. Thanks for having me back. And,
yeah, I mean, you're my person that if I'm sick or something's going on, then I pay for you to be able to do that.
Right.
So you've been with me from the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, from the day we started, you started out working with curtains, and you would help out with the cameras, because we had different kinds of equipment. And there was another young lady that would be in here with us, and she would help to set the mics and things like that. I kind of, I know that we're on a green set, but sometimes I kind of miss the black
old
curtain.
School.
Yeah, because the black curtain, because it's a TV sportcaster. I can't think of his name right now, but he used to use a black curtain, and he used to sit at a table with a group of people, and they used to talk, and that's what really, I love that black curtain, I love the green sets because they can make them do whatever you want them to do.
Right.
But then you don't need those other people that actually can assist you with the equipment that they have now, because like Tom, the director, he can sit back there and do anything he wants, by himself.
Right.
Yeah, where before you would have to have
3-4 different people.
Yeah, at least a couple of people in here helping you out, so that you could get the right movement. Even though he would be telling you, what to do.
That's technology. That's the technology nowadays, though. I mean, they more advanced and get more advanced and advanced.
And they keep on doing the same thing here at this set. They keep getting more and more advanced, and I take my hat off to them, because they've been around for a long time. Jim passed on. He was the oldest technician that was here, and he passed on. I miss him a lot. And Ed Brown was another producer that was here, and he was my buddy. I missed him. I miss him a lot as well. And it's other people, Pastor Nevalon, Reverend Lee, Dave Sachs. He's still hanging around, but he's late night. He comes on, but so we still have other people that are still hanging in there with us, that's been here from a long time ago. So it's just it's a revelation to see that we have progressed, from curtains to green sets, and they do very good. They're very good at what they do, So I just want to take my hat off to you guys that do the directing and sit back there and make the shows work. I want to thank you for these years that you've worked with Licio and myself, that you have assisted us in making sure that we had a good show. And I just really want to say thank you guys, and I'm glad that you're still around. And so I just want to say thank you. and you have a happy, happy, happy too, okay? So it's only one director that comes in and does these shows. So Tom is a person I use. When he's not here, if Mark has to take his place, but Mark usually does daytime, right? So so I just want to make sure that, you know, I shout out to both of them.
Definitely.
They're very shy. They don't usually like for you to do that, but I just think this is the end of the year. You know, give kudos where you're supposed to give them. You know,
definitely. Behind the scenes.
It's a team. It's a team. It's a team effort. It's a teamwork. You know, and we've been working with them the whole time. So it's like, I just say thank you. So with that, Licio Sport, what have you been doing since the last time we saw you?
Well, you know, besides the clothing, the Licio Sport, and the playing basketball, coach. I'm a head coach at the DC Crank basketball team in the PBA league. First, we had a home game, won that. Great game.
Oh, I was at that game. It really was. It was for y'all's first home game. I mean, your first game, period.
Right.
I was very impressed with that game.
Period. First, everybody came together and did their thing. It was great. Like the team, the staff, you know what I mean, the fans, just everybody.
And you also have people that sell stuff in the stand. It's not stands like, but you know, on the floor. Yeah, back there they do have stuff that you can purchase. If you ever go to one of the games, they do have stuff that you can purchase, like some of the food to eat and drink. They have somebody that does a barbecue grill. I don't know if you're gonna be doing that during the wintertime, but. There's a man that does a grill, but then on the inside there are people where you get snacks and stuff like that. The one thing that one young lady that sells, she calls them pickle sausage. You know what it is? Yeah, I told her, I said that I will never buy one of those.
So
I've never tasted it, but I don't know.
Yeah, so usually with that, with and I haven't tried it, but I've just seen people do it, right? What they do with the pickle sausage. Is that what?
Yeah, yeah.
No,
I think I called the wrong thing.
No,
what was it?
You talking about the egg?
Oh yeah.
Pickle egg.
I'm sorry, the pickle egg. Yeah, not the sausage. I eat the sausage. The pickle egg. That is. I'm sorry. I do eat the sausage. It's a pickle egg.
I got you. So the pickle egg. They put it in the bag, right? And they you know, mix it up. Like break it up. But two, they put sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds?
Yeah. Sunflower seeds.
Okay.
And I don't know. Shake it up. I don't know. That's yeah. I don't know. I never tried it. I don't know, but I've seen it. I'm like, what? But some people just eat it regular.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they break it up, put it in a little bag, sunflower season. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Man,
it's a pickle egg. That's the thing, you know. Because that was the first thing the lady asked me. She said, "Would you want a pickle egg?" I said,
yeah, some people just eat it regular.
No. Well, it's a lot of people that eat them over there too. And I said, "No, thank you."
Yeah, I never tried it.
I'm good, you know. But I will eat the sausage now, because those are regular sausages that come in the jar.
Hot sauce.
But they sell a lot of little different things.
Hot sauces, break it up, put the sunflower seeds. I don't know.
With the sunflower seeds. I have to watch next time with the sunflower seeds.
Yeah,
they're trying to get choked.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know I don't know what it is, but it's old.
All right. I used to eat sunflower seeds by sunflower seeds and eat regular sunflower seeds. Okay, I didn't add them with
all
nothing.
That,
No, I was scared you choke on them, because sometimes even when they was by themselves, you get them caught in your tooth or something, you know. But yeah, so I'm just saying they have places, you know, little people you could buy stuff, you know, different types of things out there too.
Vendors.
And and they have you know, area for the home team and the area for the, you know, visiting team. You know, the first time I was just impressed when I went out there for the first time. You know, to see that game.
Yeah, good seats. Yeah, you had a good seat.
I'm mid-court. Yeah, when they saved me a mid-court seat. That's the best seat in the house. Okay.
center
They keep
court.
on trying to recruit me to do different things, and I say no, 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 no. You know, nope. I came to support Licio, okay?
Best seat in the house. You snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get up.
Yeah. No, they know. I mean, it just
Yeah.
seemed like they just know because
Oh,
it's
your
a
name was
seat.
on it.
Yeah, yeah. So they knew.
Your
I
name
got
was-
there late the last game, and
They still was a good seat though.
yes, they did.
Mhm.
And your brother came and said, "Well, I need to pay for you to get in." And the CEO, well, the president, I think she is. She said, "No, she doesn't have to pay. She got a shirt on." You know, because I support your team, so I wear your
Always.
team shirt, right? She said she don't have to pay. That's the coach's the coach's mother. And so he said, "Well, I'm the coach's brother. I pay."
Man, no shirt on.
you ain't have a shirt on, right?
Man.
So I feel special when I go to your games, right? I'm not going out of town. I just want you to know. Don't. I told everybody I'm not going out of town with y'all. I pray for y'all to make sure y'all make it safe and y'all make it back. But that first game, I
I'm
was
not going
really,
out of
really
town.
impressed.
Yeah, first game was great.
With that game, your score was.
It was like it was NBA numbers, like how the NBA full quarters. The NBA most of the time they be in the high 90 hundreds. Yeah, it was like 116, maybe like the 87.
Well, it should have been 123 because the guy, I'm telling you, I told him that too because it was like the last 3 points. It was a 3-pointer that they didn't give y'all credit for.
Yeah.
And I told him, he said they were going to go back and look at the tape
Yeah.
because they have to tape the game and then they have to, I learned that last time.
Yeah.
That they tape the games because they have to send it to the professional pro league that you're involved in.
Tape don't lie.
And so they have to go and edit it and do a whole lot of other stuff to it. And they have to make sure that all the points are right. They have to make sure that all the fouls are, you know,
Tape don't lie.
on everything. And it's a lot of work that the photographer has to do.
Yeah.
And he was explaining it to me last time I was there. And so he said, yeah, it has to go back to the pro league. They have to review and make sure that the refs were calling the games right and everything. I didn't realize that all that
You
went
gotta
into.
watch all that, everything. Yeah, I was just saying, tape don't lie. I mean, stat book, I mean, scoreboard. I mean, you can miss adding a point, or you know, you can the stat book.
Has to be perfect.
Yeah, but you can fake put. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm not saying people do it, but you can mess stats up in the book, right?
Yeah, but that's why it's on tape.
Tape don't lie.
Right. That's why
Watch
it's
the
on tape.
And then you can get all that.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
And so that's why he says that he told me, he said, I have to go back and edit this to make sure that everything is right. And he said, yeah, my wife said the same thing to me. He said, I'm gonna go back and look at that game since both of y'all said the same thing. Because she comes with him, the photographer, and we sit on the same side. And so he said, she said the same thing. And so I'm gonna take y'all's word for it, because y'all sitting on the sideline, y'all watching the whole game, you know what I mean? And so I don't know whether he did or not, but he said that he was.
I don't know what that be about, cause that happens a lot, like in a lot of leagues, not just that incident, and other leagues that I've been in and seen and been on, like that happens a lot. I guess people be so tuned into the game,
right? But
and they be forgetting or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't
But
know.
I can understand that though. But that's why they say, this is just my opinion. But don't mean nothing. But they should have one person that's watching, and when he sees it, then the other person marks it. That way, that person that's seeing it is telling the person what happened, and he's marking it. Because if you got one person, to me, and they're trying to do all of that, you're gonna miss something. Because see, right after that, you might be having something else going on.
Too, I know for basketball, the refs too. Sometimes they watch the ref. Like if it's a 3-pointer, the ref will make sure he look at the person who's doing the clock. You know, put his number.
I have noticed that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
3. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Those 2, he'll let you know. Like, but other than that, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because that's kind of like being focused. You know, you need really two. That's a 2-person to me. that's a two-person thing. But see, all the years that I've watched, it's always been a lot of people around those tables that sit, you know, so I didn't know who was doing what until just this involvement, just by sitting down watching you coach, that involvement to see what's going on. And like I said, I'm meeting different people because of what you do, that do different things out there on that court, you know, that are from the referees on, right? So it's been very enlightening for me. I'm so proud of you. I just want to say that, I mean, all these years that you've been playing since you was a little guy, that now you actually coaching a professional league.
Yeah.
So I just want to say that. I thank you, God, for that. I mean, I was proud of you when you did college ball, you know. I was proud. I was there, too. I did travel on the road with you on that one, okay? But this is a little different. I'm an adult and I'm older. I came out on the bus. I'm not driving. Because y'all got some games that are pretty far out.
Oh, man, yeah, Ohio far.
Oh, yeah.
Ohio is far.
Yeah. That was a game you just had. That was how many? It was how many hours?
7.
7 going up and 7 coming back. Yeah, that's a long ride. But now I know that you're the driver though, but you didn't drive. But I know you can drive because you drove me all the way to Florida because I hadn't been anywhere since before COVID.
Disney World.
But in the house. And you said, Mom, put in your leave. I'm going to take you on vacation. Tell me you're going to be in. I'm telling you now, this is the date. You're going to be gone for a week. Don't forget. And I did. I put the leave in. And I thought that we were having another driver because I knew that I wasn't going to drive your truck. Okay? And something happened. And so it was just you and I. You drove 15 hours straight by yourself.
Yeah, we had to go see Mickey Mouse, man.
I know that's right, but I was just so impressed that I said, you want me to drive? I'll take the chance. You said, nah, sit back and chill and relax.
Chill.
You know, just relax. I'm taking you out.
To see Mickey.
We're going to see Mickey.
Yeah, just relax.
Right.
Mickey, we on our way. We coming.
Right.
Yeah.
And my sister, we ran through like rain, and we hit some place where it's rush hour traffic, and then a couple of times, right?
Like downtown Disney or something.
Yep. And then the sign, because they changed something since the last time I was down there. I told you to take the wrong turn, so we went all the way out, and then had to turn back around to come back. That was my fault. That was my fault.
Hey, that's part of the road trip.
Yeah. But and then you did 15 miles back by yourself. I said, I take my hat off to you because I had promised when we moved from Florida, that one time that I drove down there, when we moved down there, I said that I would never drive. And I had drivers to help drive to Florida again. The only way I would go to Florida would be on an airplane, right? And so I hadn't been down there, you know, with COVID and all that other stuff. I hadn't been down there. And I'm still not going to get on an airplane right now, you know. They just told us the other day on the news feed that COVID is back, guys, and it's for real. And this one is more contagious than any of the other ones that they've had out. So I'm telling you to wear those masks, you know, put them on. Right, we're in the studio, 6 feet apart. The director, Tom, he's back there with the door shut, you know. So we okay, but when we go outside this place, it's not anybody in the hallways. But when I come in, I bring my mask. It's in my purse, because if it's anybody, one person in that hall that I don't know, I'm gonna put my mask on. Okay, I don't mind wearing my mask. When I was working, I was wearing my mask all the time, but I'm just telling you that this one, they said, is very, very contagious. It's easily caught, and that is like 5 people. It's been a lot of deaths that we've had in our family, like every other weekend, you know, people sick, you know, we praying for people all the time, you know, trying to make sure that they're okay. I'm asking people to pray for my mom to make sure that she's okay, you know. It's just been so much that's been going on that it's just, you know, we as a world, we as a people, we need to pray and keep people encouraged and uplifted, you know. I want to say to Mr. and Mrs. Pastor and First Lady Nevalon that that they get well. You know, he sent me a text and told me that they weren't doing well, so I sent you know, a message out to them that y'all's, you know, in my prayers as well. And so, and my family, please pray for my family, okay? Because we've had a really, really rough time, really, up to and including myself, you know. So I'm asking you to pray for us. So, you know, the world is something. This is where I know you don't know nothing about this, but I want somebody to write in to me, to the station, or on the credits to me. I'm not quite sure that now all of a sudden that we have all these commercials that are geared toward patriots. I thought that we were all patriots of the United States. I mean, I thought that, I'm not asking you to answer. I'm just saying because I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I do know that all of a sudden we having all these commercials that are geared just towards patriots. And I'm just a little confused, so if somebody could just explain it to me so I can have a better understanding of what's going on with that, because it becomes a little frightening. And that's just my own thing, so I'm gonna move on from that. But if you do, just write and tell me what that's about. I'd appreciate it, because they're giving away houses. They telling people how to do survival kits. And I know they did the survival kit for patriots when President Trump was running the first time, that they would do commercials for survival kits for patriots, okay? Now, I didn't get concerned until I started seeing that survival kit commercial, but I know that they were raffling off $1 million homes in, you know, in the middle part of the country, and they actually specify who is actually for. So, just a little, you know, just explain to me. Somebody, please write to me and explain to me what that means and what that's about. I'd appreciate it. And then I'll give it back to you. You see me, you know, on the street, just like you do all the time. Ask me to ask a question or talk to me about something. I'm approachable. And just explain to me exactly what that is so I can bring it back. Because I've had people ask me about that as well. And so that's what made me get concerned, because I've had people ask me, what is that, okay? And all I can do is say, I don't know, and I'm not going to just make up something, okay? I don't know. So I'll bring that question, because I've had a couple of people ask me that, and I told you that once I found out, I would let you know. I have not gotten an answer to that question, but when I do, I will bring it back to you, okay? Thank you. I try to keep my word when people ask me questions, and I tell them I'm going to find out answers for them so that I can get that news back to you. So we'll move on from that. But COVID is back out here too. So what happens when y'all have COVID and you know that it's at a high level like this one is right now? What do y'all do about games?
That one, man, it's the PBA, it's the league call. For anything like that, we gotta wait for a call from the league, and they gotta make the call decision on what. Oh,
to tell you that you can't play.
Mask, yeah, might gotta even play in mask. I don't know.
Oh, playing masks. Well, I think that's kind of dangerous, because people that wear masks just walking around sometimes, depending on what the weight is.
Yeah, that too. They was doing it for a minute during COVID, when the players had the NBA players had to wear the mask in the games. They didn't have nobody in the crowd.
I remember they didn't have any guests.
They were just no crowd. They had like TV screens and monitors.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you'll see people's faces.
Right. I remember.
On TV screens.
Like a green screen.
Yeah. But I feel like it was really ticket holders though. Like people really pay the season, you know. I feel like that's who really those people was on.
They had them sending pictures, I think they did.
I don't know how it went, but it was all right. But I think they had the players had the mask on too though. They was playing in the mask during that time. But I don't know. Like I said, it would be the league call, and you know, whether it's a game or no game, pretty much.
Yeah, because after people wear, depending on what weight the mask is that you have on, that if you have it on a long period of time, I tell people, go in the restroom or go outside for a minute. Take the mask off so you can get some fresh air. And then, you know, not around people, that doesn't make sense, but take it off for a minute so you can, you know, get some fresh air and breathe, and then put it back on and go back in the store.
kind of like block the ventilation a little bit. You know, you can't breathe as much or clear with it covered like that. So I understand.
Well, like I can't hear you as well now with your mouth hand over your mouth. But the same thing with masks. When people have masks on, it's hard for you to hear what they're saying, and especially if it's an N95 and it's thick, or if it's a thin mask, you know, it's still difficult to hear what people are saying, you know. So I'm just saying that, you know, I would think that they would have to give y'all time. I think that I guess we just have to watch the rest of the NBA league. Did they finish playing?
No, they still playing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We need to watch and see what they do with them real close, because if we start seeing them wearing masks on television, on games, then we'll know that this is serious, that they got them wearing masks again. You know, so that's one way that we can keep an eye on what's happening, because those guys out there, because a lot of those football players, basketball players, I don't care who it was, when COVID first came out, a lot of them was getting COVID and they were having to sit down. I don't care what you were playing, you know. I'm just saying that you don't know, because it's flu season, pneumonia season,
some
you know.
won't even take the test.
Right.
Some NBA players won't even take the test. Right.
And that was supposed to have been a requirement for them to take a test before they could even play. And, or if they had it, they had to take a test before they came back. And that's just like being in the school system, you know, or working on a job. You know, that's a job.
It is a job.
And so, you know, they should be tested, because you don't want them to come home and then, and I think they had to stay quarantined before they went home anyway. You know, to go back to their house. They had to stay quarantined when they came in. They had to be quarantined when they left out, if I remember last season, when we had COVID. They might be doing the same thing again. So we just need to keep an eye on the basketball players and see what happens, because football season is getting ready to be over with, okay? And I don't think that my team's not going to the playoffs, so I'm so sad, because I'm so mad at that game, okay? But I was hoping to the end that the Cowboys were going to be in the playoffs, but they're not. So we'll see what happens. But we want to tell you guys to be safe, you know, for the new year, really, for 2024. Be safe out there. Do what you have to do to be safe. Don't care what somebody else say because you got a mask on. They're not you. They don't know what kind of respiratory problem you might have, okay? Or whether or not you have a compromised system. You know, you do what you have to do to be safe out there. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Too many deaths in my family in 1 month and a half. Too many people that are sick right now. And so I'm telling you that, please, and it's not COVID. I mean, there are other things that people are dying from, okay? Right. But I'm just saying that we need to be careful and cautious, okay? Right. Because now they're telling us that COVID is out there and it's coming back with a vengeance, okay? But the people that passed away, they were old age, you know, they wasn't from COVID, you know, nobody, because we get tested. I'm telling you, we will get tested in a heartbeat, because we don't want to be or spread, and that's my whole family. So with that, I want to say, have a happy new year, prosperous, stay have good health, you know, that everything comes to you that God has for you to the best and the fullest this 2024 season that's coming upon us. And I want to thank you again, Mr. Licio, for coming on. We're going to keep up with you and your team, and it's called what?
DC Crank. Okay,
and with that, we want to say good night.
Good night.
And Happy New Year, and we see you next time. We see you in the new year. Right?
My name is Lola Silvestri. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.